let me just come out the closet. It's not a good video. It's a negative video. Click off if you're not interested. But anyway, this is Martell. I literally just got locked out of my apartment. I came out the hospital. I went to the homeless shelter, and so I did. I'm thankful I'm downtown again and all this. So I'm drinking water, so I'm very thankful. But here's the problem now. The apartment that I'm living at had literally changed the locks on my door, and I made a report about that. And now I gotta go to the Fair Housing Center of possible discrimination against me. You know what I'm saying? And I let's be real. Let's be honest here in America. Americans do not help out the vulnerable. If you're homeless in America, it's SOL. I'm just keeping it conservative for the young audience out there. But no, this is I literally had to freeze to death. Freezing. You know, yeah. Oh, I just got treated like trash by American Hospital, and I'm thankful for the hospital getting some food and all that. But yeah, I did not know that I'm already having issues. I have issues with apartments and all that. They can discriminate against the disabled. You know what I'm saying? Call me for what it is. You know what I'm saying? And I just I hate dealing with this again. You know, so I deal with this with the previous apartment of discrimination, literally discrimination for being disabled and all that. You know what I'm saying? And I have no choice but to turn to social media. You know what I'm saying? It sucks to say I feel like I'm at rock bottom. I couldn't sleep because due to rodents at my apartment and all that. And I've been literally making phone calls off and on for the last couple of days, including yesterday. Supposed to say pest control supposed to come out and all that. Say they're supposed to call me when they done. They never call me when they done anything. I got the letter at the door, but they changed the locks, and so not even. I gotta get my caseworker involved again. I gotta get the Fair Housing Center again. Like, you know, I try to be positive, you know, but it's not happening. You know what I'm saying? To deal with discrimination and ableism, prejudice. I did not know that apartments. You know, I'm not being. You know, I'm not attacking these people. They've been kind, but you know, I feel destroyed. You know what I'm saying? Emotionally destroyed. You know what I'm saying? And call me for what it is. You know, I just don't care. You know, I'm dealing with housing discrimination, and I'm worried about being homeless again. You know what I'm saying? If you know, if these management pull this up, you know what I'm saying? Then what I'm supposed to do? You know what I'm saying? I don't want to be begging homeless shelter or anything. You know what I'm saying? Be around questionable people or anything. You know what I'm saying? I had to forfeit to miss off work too because I gotta make different. I gotta go to I gotta call my caseworker. I gotta call lawyer. I gotta get a lawyer. This, you know, I don't have the strength or energy to do this no more. You know what I'm saying? I'm getting old. You know what I'm saying? And it was just stressful dealing with the first time with the previous apartment. You know, I've been living in that apartment for almost 15 years, and you know, I'm not sound like I'm badmouthing anything. You know, I'm trying not to sound like I'm being negative or anything, but it is negative. And I rather the audience hate for who I am than lie to y'all. You know what I'm saying? I do need help. I have no support. I have practically no real family, nobody besides audience and communities. You know, online. You know, and I hate turning to social media about this. I hate putting my real life in this. You know what I'm saying? I really do. I genuinely hate being this way. You know, I feel like I'm cursed. You know, and I do feel very cursed. I know people look at me like I'm crazy, but I just don't care no more. You know what I'm saying? I did not sleep at all at the hospital. Have a panic attack. I couldn't get to my medicine because due to the rodents. I couldn't get to no food, so I literally had to call ambulance, and they called me a cab, and the hospital called me a cab to the homeless shelter and all. It was just all bad.